Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh. You have to forgive me, Satsangat ji. I have a sore throat, but I will still take the time to answer a question from Watch Thou for the Mutant. He or she comments, love to see your love for Sikhi. Please make a video on what brought you to Sikhism, as well as your views on Sikhs and their socio-political status in your country and the world. Well, first, what brought me to Sikhi? I spent years and years and years as a mere believer in God, searching for somewhere that I could practice my faith and, just feel at ease with customs and, just the way things are exercised in the church. It's not really easy to come by places where you do that. I mean, I was born into a supposedly Christian family, not very Christian at all, but not very church going at all. So I didn't learn much from there, but I just didn't feel compelled by Christianity. Well, of course I could sympathize with the message of Jesus Christ, but first and foremost, I cannot believe that God would become human. I can simply not believe God would become human. Why? Why would God become human? God has created everything from sheer will. God knows exactly what being human is like. There is nothing that would make God curious about what it is to become human. So that's it. That's just not for me. So I spent years and years looking and searching for somewhere where I could feel at home. And then I came across Kundalini Yoga. Surprise, surprise. Kundalini Yoga was made up standing on one foot in between steps by Yogi Bhajan, and it's not really yoga at all, and it's not definitely not Sikhism at all, because there is no yoga in Sikhism and there is no Sikhism in yoga. But I heard that Yogi Bhajan was born into a Sikh family, and of course I knew there were Sikhs. I know them from driving taxi in American films, sad but true. You always see that, or waiting in line on airports, you also see that. But I never thought about Sikh being a religion of its own, more an offshoot from Hinduism. That's what I thought. Well, anyway, I started to reading and checking facts about Sikhism, and I found out about Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his revelations and the way he was enlightened and his teachings. So that was very, very compelling. Sikhism's view about equality between men and women, something I felt very good about too. So the more I read, the better I felt. Sikhism started to attract me very much. And then I found out there was a Gurdwara in my the town that is close to where I live. So I had no idea. I had been taking the bus past it very, very many times, but never wondered about what it was. I found out about the Gurdwara, and a friend and I went there, and when I went up to the Guru and bowed to him, or it, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then I felt incredible. I felt like a key was twisted inside a lock, and everything was okay, everything was good. I was sitting by the feet of my guru, and that's where I was supposed to sit. I wasn't supposed to sit anywhere else. I had found home. That's about my journey into Sikhism. Shortly after, I stopped cutting my hair and beard and started wearing kara. And not short afterwards, I also got the 3 other kakar, and about 2 years after that, yeah, I was blessed with Amrit, and also started to wear the 5th kakar, the kirpan. So I feel blessed. Time is ticking, and my views on Sikhs and their socio-political status in my country and the world. It's a tough one, really. Sikhs in Sweden doesn't really make much of an impact on society. They are rather invisible and doesn't make much noise at all. There are very few Amritaris. They are not very visible. They stick to their own companies and firms, and I wish it would be more like England in Sweden, where Sikhs go out into society, start to engage. Well, I don't say that they don't do that here. It's just not that visible. I haven't heard of an unemployed Sikh in Sweden nor anywhere else. So they're in no way are they a burden to society. It's just that they are not visible. We try from Sangat to be more visible, to engage in clubs and social social events and stuff like that. Sorry, my language is a bit inadequate. Well, in Sweden anyway, Sikhs just don't show as much as I wish they would. But then again, Sikhism is not that old in Sweden. I think the first Sikhs came early 80s, perhaps. So we have great hopes in the growing generation. Thank you so much for listening. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.